Hello to the NEO ecosystem. I am your editor at NEO News Today and host of the Smart Economy podcast, Dylan Grabowski. In 2023, we are going to begin releasing our week in review reports via video-based formats as opposed to our previous audio-based formats. We're doing this in an effort to be able to expand our reach to other social media platforms such as YouTube and TikTok. The NEO Week in Review is comprised of all the information that happened in the NEO ecosystem in the previous week, including updates on your favorite developers, dApps, upcoming events, and other happenings in the NEO ecosystem. In NEO ecosystem news, NEO Global Development has announced the New Year's Moments giveaway campaign in which participants can enter to compete for a prize pool of 320 gas. But hurry up, the campaign concludes on January 24th. There are two ways in which users can enter to win from the gas prize pool. First is through a Gleam portion of the competition, in which users must perform various activities such as following NEO's social media accounts, retweeting and interacting with other posts, and inviting users, for example, in which each successful attempt will yield the participant an entry ticket. The users with the most entry tickets will be the ones who win from a portion of the gas pool. The second way in which people can compete is through the community lucky draw portion of the campaign, in which a user will upload a unique photo of the way they celebrated the lunar or solar eclipse into the Share Moment channel of the NEO Discord server. Flamingo Finance announced plans to optimize rewards rates for borrowers of the FUSD stablecoin, as the stablecoin has had problems maintaining its parity to $1 since its launch. Since its January 10, 2023 launch, the FUSD stablecoin has been trading anywhere between $1.02 and $1.15. The Flamingo team theorizes that the differentiation between the price of $1 and current market price is because people are buying the token on the spot market at a rate that exceeds those who are creating it using their own assets as collateral. To address the disparity between the types of creators and purchasers of FUSD, the Flamingo team will begin incentivizing users who mint FUSD and use those in liquidity pools at a rate that's higher than those who simply purchase the FUSD in the market. Additionally, the Flamingo team reduced the FLM inflation rate from 2.55% to 2.34%, which is part of their inflation reduction plan that will continue until all FLM tokens have been released onto the market. Dojrift distributed its first round of rewards for players that were on the top of its leaderboards in its two current different types of games. The users who collected the most coins in the adventure mode and the users who scored the most goals in the soccer mode were all recipients of the airdrop. Beginning in February 2023, Dojrift will include a third leaderboard in which participants can receive rewards, which will be for their forthcoming parkour mode. This past week, Quirky Soul College concluded the first phase of its mint, known as Wave 0, which has paused minting for users who wish to acquire Quirky Soul NFTs. The next wave will allow users to mint more Quirky Soul NFTs. However, it has not been noted when that next wave will begin. The Quirky Soul College team also alluded to a forthcoming airdrop for Quirky Soul NFT holders. Africa N3 is hosting a gas giveaway competition in anticipation of its upcoming Lifesavers NFT event. Participants have until January 25th to enter and compete from a prize pool of 25 gas. The Lifesavers NFTs are designed to incentivize blood drive campaigns in Nigeria, a country that only gets 27% of its annual blood needs from such drives. To participate in the event, users will need to retweet the announcement, like and follow Africa N3, as well as include a comment on types of activities or events that users from the NEO community would like to see Africa N3 perform. Those who provide a comment and receive the most likes will win. Axelabs has implemented a new notifications feature into the Grant Shares web app. Users can now opt in to receive email-based updates on proposals, making it easier to stay in the loop. Notifications are disabled until users choose to opt in and can share information about the status of a proposal from cradle to the grave. For example, users can choose to receive notifications when a grant has been created, when funding has been distributed, or when a proposal has expired. In GrantShare's proposals updates, the proposal to create a new Swift Sdk for Neo and 3 was approved for its second out of 3 milestones. Once fully developed, the SDK will make it easy for Neo developers to build both Android and iOS-based dApps. A proposal to create a series of Java-based tutorials for Chinese developers was put to the vote, but did not receive approval from the GrantShare's voting members. Additionally, a proposal that was put forth to create a Neo TikTok account and a series of 30 videos over 30 days was rejected by the GrantShare's voting members. William Song, the developer responsible for building the Lyrebird Finance project and FUSD over-collateralized stablecoin, also put forth a second proposal as it pertains to his C-Neo project. C-Neo is a wrapper that takes Neo and B-Neo tokens and auto-compounds their gas rewards for participating in governance processes. The second proposal as it relates to C-Neo was requesting funding so it could audit the smart contracts, which was approved by the GrantShare's voting members, and funding will be released on January 26. Lastly, a proposal put forth requesting funding to build a price forecasting game for the Neo token and an analytics dashboard was put to the vote, which concludes on January 25th. Currently, 2 members have voted in favor, 2 have voted against, and 1 has voted to abstain, leaving the success for the proposal in limbo. Blockchain Cuties joined a Ghost Market Twitter Spaces to discuss the multi-chain NFT-based adventure game and in-game features. Additionally, the 2 entities have collaborated on a Valentine's gift-giving campaign where 5 participants will each win a unique holiday-themed NFT, and 5 participants will win 2,000 GM tokens each. Neo News Today's Brett Rhodes is not just a co-editor of mine and a peer and somebody that I turn to when I need blockchain knowledge, but he is also slowly becoming a builder and a developer in the Neo ecosystem. Just last week, he publicly released Shrike, which is a set of tools used to explore data on the Neo blockchain. Currently, the infrastructure is comprised of 3 components, including an indexer that synchronizes to a NeoGo node to process data, an API to query that data, and a GUI web interface to interact with the data. For all my developers out there, Neo SPCC has released a new version of NeoGo, which is compatible with Neo 3.5, with most affecting the RPC system and smart contract compiler. A lot of the updates were very in the weeds for developers, so for all my developers out there who are running a NeoGo node, you will need to resynchronize your node due to a series of database changes. Lastly, we at Neo News Today want to wish you, your friends, your family, and all your loved ones a very happy Chinese New Year. To celebrate the Lunar New Year, Neo Global Development recently released a video sharing well wishes from Da Hongfei and Eric Zhang, along with various other leaders from communities in the Neo ecosystem. And that concludes our week in review for the week of January 16th through January 22nd. If you want to keep up with everything that's happening in the Neo ecosystem, please visit www.neonewstoday.com. And if you really want to support what we're doing here at Neo News Today, please keep us in mind when voting for your Neo Council representative. We've proudly been representing the Neo community since 2017, and we will continue to participate in Neo's governance processes, as well as distributing a portion of our council rewards directly back into ecosystem growth initiatives. Lastly, it would help us a ton if you hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to follow everything that's happening on the Neo News Today YouTube channel, as well as subscribe to our various social media accounts, links to which can be found in the description below. We look forward to catching you next time.